Good evening, Rams, and welcome to the second episode of CTV Cooks. I'm Aislyn, Carrillo, and joining me tonight is CTV's newest addition, Crist. Thank you so much for coming on the show. We're so happy to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm just as happy to be here.
Class doesn't necessarily mean sitting through lectures here at Colorado State. The Hospitality Management Department offers a unique course, giving students an opportunity to get real-life experience to work and excel in the restaurant atmosphere.
Class at Aspen Grill is unlike most, in a sense that students not only get hands-on experience, but they also work in a rotation of positions.
We have to do every position here, so we have to do like expo, server assistant, dishwashing, hosting, and cook. Doing every single position really gives you a perspective on what every position does, so I think it really helps to know what everyone's doing and how you can direct them better.
This restaurant does differ from most, as a majority of students start with a clean slate and have lots to learn in the industry.
In other kitchens, I usually wouldn't hire them unless they had experience. They usually know this kitchen. Most of them have never cut an onion before. And so teaching them how to cook literally from scratch in a from-scratch kitchen is different for sure.
Starting from scratch doesn't prohibit these students from pushing their limits and learning new things.
I get a lot of it like inside experience that I wouldn't without this class.
When they get that aha moment where it's like, oh, I can kind of do this, and they start tasting the food and they really start enjoying it, then it makes it worth it. Already I've seen them grow leaps and bounds, and they'll jump on the grill now and be able to temp burgers, which is amazing.
Proud moments are quite common at Aspen Grill, considering it is the only student-ran restaurant in the nation to receive a green certification.
We get most of it sourced locally. We work with Harvest Farm, which is a rehab facility up in Wellington. We work with Loco Foods. I get my pork from Tender Belly, and that's all part of it, is limiting the transportation distance.
Aspen Grill gives students an opportunity to blossom in the workplace while developing relationships at the same time.
My favorite part of this job is just watching the bonds that are created in this class, and we really do become a family, so it's amazing.
You can check out the Aspen Grill yourself Tuesday through Friday between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. The student-ran restaurant is located in the upper level of the Laurie Student Center in the University Club.
Mod Pizza has recently opened its doors to the Fort Collins community. At 1013 Central Avenue, the Seattle-based restaurant took over what used to be a gas station and turned it in to fit their customer restaurant atmosphere. This here is the 16th Mod Pizza in Colorado. However, franchise owner Scott Schooler plans to have 25 total locations in Colorado in the next few years.
The Fort Collins Foodie Walk is an opportunity for all foodies to go on a culinary adventure through the beautiful streets of Old Town Fort Collins. CTV reporter Mike Aislyn had a chance to get the inside scoop on this fun Fort Collins festivity.
The Foodie Walk is a great opportunity not only to sample delicious food, but to discover new recipes to cook at home. All good cooking starts with what's in the cupboard, so it's no surprise that here at the cupboard, Food Walk patrons will be pleased with what they find.
This is for the Foodie Walk, so we're featuring baked and holiday goods, so giftable baked goods and things for holiday parties. So I've got some chocolate bark, a couple different kinds that I made, one with coffee and pecans, a cinnamon pecan, and an almond cranberry.
Of course, the cupboard isn't the only place to stop by to get your foodie fix. 10 stores play host to the event, including Kilwin's, the Welsh Rabbit, and Happy Lucky's Tea House. And if you're in the mood for a drink as well, Blue Skies Winery might have just what you're looking for.
So for our Foodie Walk pairing today, we have our Pinot Noir from Blue Skies Winery, and Spoons, Scoops and Salads made us a hearty chicken and sweet potato stew to pair with it.
The Fort Collins Foodie Walk is held every third Friday of the month from 5 to 8 p.m. and is totally free. Pop on by to Old Town to try some delicious treats, drink some delicious drinks, and enjoy a slice of some downtown fun.
If you are interested in participating in next month's Foodie Walk, it'll be held November 18th in Old Town Fort Collins.
A Fort Collins entrepreneur has brought the word local to an entirely new level by opening up Locality, a farm-to-table restaurant in southeast Fort Collins. CTV reporter Alex Claw was able to get there to check it out.
This new restaurant focuses on quality, locally sourced farm-to-table food. The chef of Locality wants to define exactly what Colorado cuisine is through their dishes. The atmosphere of Locality is very laid back but elegant at the same time. Locality has a full outdoor patio, a bar, and multiple TVs.
I wanted to do a restaurant up in Fort Collins, so I live in southeast Fort Collins and thought this would be a good spot to open a similar style restaurant, but hyper-focused on locally sourced products. So every one of our dishes is sources products from local farms and ranches.
Not only does Locality offer farm-to-table food and incredible artwork, there are countless drink options as well.
We source a lot of local stuff, a lot of local breweries, a lot of local distilleries are popping up everywhere, so we make a lot of craft cocktails with all that stuff. We have an extensive wine list, 50 or so bottles, multiple wine somms on staff that choose those bottles and come out and give us a try. And you know, we're here for special occasions as well as you know, your weekly dining out and stuff. So.
Locality opened its doors just last week and its hours are 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. Lunch will be coming soon, which the restaurant will have extended hours for.
The pop-up restaurant series is very popular in the state of Colorado. In this program, chefs are able to get full freedom through their cooking expertise, offering full-course meals to all foodies who attend. The most recent event was hosted at the Lincoln Center, where Chef Stephen Knowles from the cooking studio provided an extravagant meal which included poached fall fruit and a yogurt mousse as dessert. Ryan, I know you had a chance to go to the cooking studio. How was it there?
Yes, and it was amazing. It was really cool to see how they taught the class and how they really focused on technique.
What exactly did they cook while you were there?
What they cooked is they cooked a lot of small dishes. They were appetizers, kind of like a Spanish theme. I actually sat and ate goat cheese almonds. It was very good.
Wow, that sounds delicious. Did the customers there really trying out the food class have a good time?
They all were having fun. There was music being played. Actually, 8 of them knew each other, so it was a lot of fun.
Oh wow, that sounds like a great time.
The cooking studio in Fort Collins is working to give community members hands-on experience with well-seasoned chefs. The cooking studio gets their ingredients from local sources and ultimately hopes to give attendees the opportunity to learn the new culinary skills or hone in on the ones they already have. It's also a great location for team bonding, opportunities for companies and large groups alike. The studio doesn't necessarily focus on individual recipes since each recipe can be done so many different ways, but the techniques are involved in cooking.
Want a certain recipe, but there's a million different ways to make everything. If you can learn a little bit of technique, which is what we walk around and try and teach you while you're hands-on cooking on the range, that's really where it comes down to. It's going to make your life that much easier. It opens up the whole culinary world for you.
Spoon University has provided Colorado State with the opportunity to collaborate with over 150 colleges to add to the organization's food publication website. The website offers recipes in news, restaurants, how-to tutorials, and much more. In addition to CSU's contribution to Spoon University's official website, it'll have its own as well. However, CSU's Spoon team and website are in its primary stage as it is looking for more members to join its team. For more information, visit spoonuniversity.com/apply. Speaking of Spoon University, a CSU Spoon representative will be joining me on the show coming up after the break.
CTV Cooks will be right back.
Into KCSU, your student-run radio station at Colorado State University. Live 24 hours a day, every day at 90.5 FM and kcsufm.com. Live local new music now, and news, talk, and sports. KCSU, the radio voice of Colorado State, on the air since 1964.
You're watching CTV, produced by Colorado State University students, bringing you news, weather, sports, and entertainment from campus and beyond. CTV live Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. on campus and Fort Collins on Channel 11. Repeats at midnight, 8 a.m., noon, and 2 p.m.
The Rocky Mountain Collegian is your student-run news and information platform. Pick up your paper on campus or around Fort Collins Monday through Thursday with special editions Fridays. And check out collegian.com anytime for all the latest updates. News, sports, entertainment, opinion, and more. The Rocky Mountain Collegian, serving Colorado State since 1891.
College Avenue has been your student magazine for the last 10 years. College Avenue prints once a month covering topics that are relevant to the CSU and Fort Collins community. We also print special editions like the graduation guides at the end of each semester, the best of CSU each fall, and the orientation guide each summer. Look for us on racks around campus, off campus, or online at collegian.com under the College Avenue tab.
Welcome back from the break. Joining me now is Rachel Worthington, Spoons Editorial Director here at CSU. Thanks so much for coming on the show tonight, Rachel.
Thanks for having me.
So can you tell me a little bit about Spoon University?
Well, it started at Northwestern University, and the two founders decided to start a food publication so that students would have another resource. Learning to eat smarter is really the whole goal. And now it's at actually 201 different universities, and there's 8,000 different participants internationally.
Wow, that's incredible. So I know you're the editorial director for Spoon. What does your position entail?
Well, basically, I'll be going over all of the content. So I'll be making sure that the stories fit the brand and obviously check copy editing and submitting those to Spoon HQ, which is in New York. So different stories will be tagged, whether they're more local friendly or if they're friendly for a national level as well, and the national friendly stories will go on the national site.
Wow, very interesting. So in your opinion, why should students here at CSU get involved with Spoon?
Well, Spoon is really a great opportunity to get published with a live, huge audience. The national Spoon website, spoonuniversity.com, has 4 million views per month, and often we get reposts from Huffington Post and Refinery 29, things like that, and there's a lot of marketing involved. We have a marketing director as well, and lots of social media outreach.
So is your team here at Colorado State full right now?
No, not at all. We're just getting started, and we're really looking for writers, but also people interested in photography and video. They like to do tutorials, kind of like those tasty videos or BuzzFeed. Yeah, right now we just have the main leadership positions, and we'll be hiring for writers really soon.
Awesome. So with that being said, how can students here at CSU get involved with Spoon?
If you go to spoonuniversity.com/apply, you can submit your application, and we'll probably be reaching out within the next week to schedule our first meeting. And then after that, the goal is to launch the site in 2 weeks. Right now it's colostate.spoonuniversity.com. And right now it just says coming soon, but we hope to have 2 articles per staff member ready in 2 weeks to launch.
Awesome, that's great to hear. Well, thank you so much again for coming on to the show. Next up, we will talk the latest updates in Fort Collins restaurants. That was perfect. Good job.
Old Town Fort Collins is home to many local restaurants, but none quite as historic as the Silver Grill Cafe. CTV reporter Emma Iannacone was able to go check it out.
Old Town Fort Collins has a very rich history, and the Silver Grill Cafe is no exception to the century-old tale of thriving local businesses. The cafe is Northern Colorado's oldest restaurant and has been serving breakfast and lunch to locals for over 80 years. The location on 212 Walnut Street was purchased for $140 and was originally known as Unita Lunch Cafe. When Flossie Widger became a partner, he decided it was time for a change.
And in 1933 is when it became the name of the Silver Grill Cafe.
The name came from a hungry artist who was asked to paint the glass in front of the building in exchange for a pork chop dinner.
John, my partner, bought the business, the Silver Grill Cafe, back in 1979. And then as the rooms came up for sale, he just kept buying them, so that's how it got so large. It's actually 5 buildings.
If you don't recognize the name of the cafe, maybe you'll recognize their famous cinnamon rolls.
John, back in the 90s, was when he started, that's when he started working on cinnamon rolls and trying to have something sweet that, another option for breakfast and stuff like that.
They've won years and years of the Fort Collins Best Cinnamon Roll Awards. The demand for the sweet treat is so high that they've began to produce an estimated 10,000 cinnamon rolls a month.
On any given Saturday night, they make almost 400, 500 cinnamon rolls. So
the Silver Grill cinnamon rolls are a traditional breakfast for many Fort Collins families on Christmas morning.
Christmas Eve, they make almost 1,600 cinnamon rolls for pickup. It's neat to know that people wake up on Christmas morning to our cinnamon rolls.
Like the families who enjoy the food, the Silver Grill Cafe is a family-run business and always has been.
We have a family of our own, and we want to carry on the wonderful tradition of the Silver Grill.
Many of the employees have been working there so long, it feels like home.
We're just happy to have such a solid crew, and we know the importance of it. It's really, if you take care of your team, they take care of you, and we really appreciate that.
The Silver Grill is proud to work closely with other local Fort Collins businesses, such as Pateros Creek, who helped them create beer cheese soup. They even collaborate with Odell's Brewing Company.
Today I dropped off the syrup for making Sensation Ale beer with Odell's. So they're brewing tomorrow. They'll brew the beer with cinnamon rolls in it, and then I make a special syrup that's like a caramel syrup for it, cinnamon caramel syrup. And that'll release in November. So I think it's our 4th year doing that as well.
The beer does not last long, so get in and try it before they run out.
If your mouth is watering like mine is now, go try out the cafe for brunch this weekend. Its hours range from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. every day of the week.
Fort Collins has had a total of 3 restaurant closures within the last month, those being Wahoo's Fish Tacos, Hideout Patio Bar and Grill, and Cosmo Noms. Each restaurant closed for its own considered reason. It came time for the California-based Wahoo's Fish Tacos to renew its lease. The restaurant declined, which forced it to shut its doors for good. The Hideout Patio was known as the spot for motorcyclists to hang out. The restaurant closed abruptly, but the previous owner says new owners are likely to take it over in the near future. And finally, after 2 years of being in business, Cosmo Noms found its final days at its Lone Horsetooth location, and the Coloradoan says this American Asian fusion restaurant was less than hospitable throughout its time there.
Buttercream Cupcakery here in Fort Collins bakes a variety of cupcake flavors for each day of the week. CTV Nicole Hines had a chance to go see what's going on at this local hotspot.
Buttercream Cupcakery is making the community a little bit sweeter with its hundreds of flavors that vary from day to day. But today, it's time for some chocolate. Buttercream Cupcakery has 2 locations in Fort Collins and has been around since 2008, but just recently was passed on to the Montoya family.
We've been busting it out now on our own since,
May 2015?
Yeah.
When we officially closed.
The company even prides itself on making the best cupcakes they can.
But I just think that good quality ingredients, you know what I mean? Real butter, real cream, We don't take shortcuts here. We make our stuff every single morning.
We really pride ourselves on it made from scratch.
Every day.
We don't save cupcakes, gluten-free is about the extent just to offer throughout the week and the price of the ingredients for gluten-free. But other than that, it's made daily. They're in here 4 o'clock every morning, baking off fresh cupcakes. Frostings are made daily.
Yeah.
Batters are made daily.
The family-owned business also makes sure to give back to their community.
We donate all of our extras every night to charity so that we bake a completely fresh batch every morning so that everybody gets a fresh product.
And credits them for their success.
We think the customers are great because we would not be here if it wasn't for the customers, and having the feedback that they give us and stuff, it's great.
Who knows, maybe in the future we will see them on Cupcake Wars. And remember, all the time is cupcake time.
That's very good.
If you have never tried a buttercream cupcake, good news! Its cupcakes are sold in all the coffee shops in the LSC. You should seriously go get yourself one.
Up next, our very own CTV Cooks reporter makes some Halloween treats.
I'm getting hungry just thinking about all the Halloween candy.
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft. To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course.
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
As we know, Halloween is right around the corner, and CTV Cooks reporter Alexandra Gredinger found a way to incorporate her passion for cooking with some Halloween spirit.
Hi, I'm Alexandra Gertner. I'm founder of Gert's Kitchen, and tonight we are making awesome Halloween treats for you all. So let's go, let's get started. All right, the first one we're gonna make is Ghost Tootsie Pops, super easy. I'll show you all how to make those. We're gonna take a tissue, we're gonna take a Tootsie Pop, we're gonna put the Tootsie Pop inside the tissue, and I had already taken ribbon, but I just bought cute, simple ribbon. We're gonna tie it. Just like that. I open up the scissors, I take one side, watch your hands. You're gonna go the inside of the ribbon, and we're just gonna make little twirlies with it. So here's our ghost. We're just gonna take a Sharpie, make little eyes, and then our little ghost Tootsie Rolls will be done. Here we go. Cute and simple, to the point. We're gonna make 3 treats tonight, but for the third one, I'm gonna start heating up the stove because we're gonna melt some. Just gonna put it on low, and I'm gonna add a tablespoon of butter and let that start heating up. And then we're gonna melt our icing in there, and then we're gonna make something special in there as well. So let's get started on our second one. We're gonna make witches' brooms, super easy. You're gonna take a piece of Reese's Pieces, you're gonna open it up, we're gonna take a pretzel stick and we're gonna literally stick it right inside. I'm gonna grab a knife, just make holes so I don't break the pretzel. And the pretzel will fit perfectly inside, and you have a little witch's broom. Easy witch's brooms, so cute. You literally look like them. All right, cool, so our butter is melted. We're gonna add our icing. I'm probably gonna do about half the container. Let that melt in there. And over here, we're gonna take our stick pretzels and we're gonna get little marshmallows, and we're just gonna put them on either end of one another. And these are gonna soak inside the icing. We're gonna let them cool on wax paper in the fridge probably for about 15-20 minutes, and they're gonna make cool little bones. Cool. So our icing and butter is all melted. We're just gonna dip our little sticks with marshmallows inside, and we're gonna make some cool bones. I'm gonna use a fork to pick them up, just so it's easier. Again, I used wax paper on a tin pan, and we're just gonna put that in the fridge for about 20 minutes. About 10 minutes up, we're gonna take them out of the fridge now. Easy treats to make for Halloween. You can find all the ingredients, I'm sure, in your pantry. Hope you all have a safe Halloween. I'll see you next month for the Thanksgiving segment. I'm Alexandra Gertner.
Alexandra was gracious enough to bring these Halloween treats to the show, so let's give them a try.
Let's give them a try.
What should we start with?
I think we should start with the ghost.
All right, let's take a look at these. We got a beautiful presentation here. We've got some eyes on the ghosts. This one looks a little scared.
Mine looks pretty neutral.
All right, let's open them up. Let's see what these bad boys are all about. Look at that. All right, I got a red one.
I got it. Wow, I got a red one too.
Let's cheers to that.
Let's cheers to that.
Well, have you ever experimented how many licks it takes to finish a Tootsie Pop?
No, I usually do what the owl does in the commercial and just like bite it right as I get it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can I see that?
Okay.
Oh, yikes.
That feels great. That's how I always do it.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Have you got the Tootsie part of that yet?
Almost there. Pretty soon, though. What about you? How do you do it? Do you just...
I usually I'll just lick the Tootsie Pop and find the center. Well, tastes like your average lollipop.
Yeah.
Why don't we move on?
Let's try something else.
These are great. Great presentation, Alex.
Very good.
All right. Next up, we got 2 treats here.
We do.
What should we start with?
I like the Reese's Pieces. With
I'm all about the
pretzel
Reese's.
sex.
I'm gonna go for this one.
I'm going for this one.
We got a Reese's on top of a pretzel here.
Ooh, very interesting.
I'm just gonna go for it. Mmm. I love chocolate.
Me too. One of my favorites.
A little crunch to that. I'm all about this.
Oh yeah, that sweet and salty combo. Very good.
I'm feeling a little parched. Might need some water. Hold on. Ooh, this is getting okay. That was nice.
That was
I've gotta
delicious.
say.
I gotta say that might be my new favorite Halloween treat.
Why? When I was a kid, they never handed these out. Whoop! When I went trick or treating.
You know, I don't know really what to say. Usually, people probably just don't want to put in that much effort. You know, like look how complicated these are.
Yeah, these take a lot of work. Well, next up we have these fun little Halloween treats. I want this big one.
Yeah, I'll take
Whoa! Look at that! 2 in 1 shot. I'll take this one. Look at all that icing, all those carbs.
Delicious carbs.
Tastes like icing.
Definitely tastes like icing.
With a little bit of pretzel.
Just in there, just a little bit. Kind of a hint of pretzel.
Look at all that icing. Lots of icing.
Lots
all
of
right.
icing.
Well, Halloween is right around the corner. Do you know what you're going to be yet?
I do. I'm actually, I'm going to be Ron Burgundy. I bought my fake mustache and everything.
Wow, I bet that's going to be great.
I'm very excited. What about you?
You know, I still haven't planned it out yet, but it's going to be something great.
That's awesome. I can't wait to hear all about it.
Well, thank you all for tuning into CTV Cooks tonight. Stay tuned for our next episode, which will air on November 30th.
Have an awesome and safe Halloween weekend.